seconds
Stay
remaining.
tuned, game number 3 coming up soon.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
G'day guys, welcome back to the Tides Wrath Grand Finals between D4D and Rillamin. It is Gods here casting some Australian Dota. Nice and early for you Europeans, even later for you Americans. It's actually 11:30 here in California. Are you watching the stream, Blitz? I'm about to troll you.
Are you?
No, I'm saying
I hear
you.
you playing Ellie Goulding.
Yeah, I was playing Ellie Goulding and I'm about to troll you with my webcam.
Oh, you're gonna what?
I'm trolling you with my webcam. There's a 2-minute delay.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
How are you trolling me?
I just put the webcam on you.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 sec.
But it's not anymore. I actually started this game, but
Oh, okay.
I figured...
Where's your webcam? Is this it?
Yeah.
Why'd you just... Oh, okay.
10
can say hi.
seconds remaining.
I'll pass.
No. Alright, anyways guys, let's focus on the game.
5 seconds remaining.
Anyways, yeah, game 3. D4D has taken the last 2 games in pretty, especially the first one, convincing fashion. That one, once they got an advantage, they sort of just steamrolled through. Snowball effect happened, and Rillamin couldn't really do all too much. So we'll have to see what Rillamin are going to be looking to do here, how they look to change the drafts, and whether or not they looked at, well, they've already done some little changes, banning out the Shadow Demon. This is one of those key heroes for that offensive tri lane, which D4D have been using time and time again, so that's going to get banned out now. And we'll have to see what they look to get alternatively. They pick up the Bat Rider as their first pick, giving away Lifesteal as well as Mags. We may see Confetti play another solo mid-mag. We see Lifesteal being picked up, a great offensive tri lane hero, even if you don't have the Shadow Demon. We may see them look to replace Shadow Demon with something like a Rubik.
10 seconds
Some of the sort of a setup or setup initiation. But for the time being, they haven't got the great initiation that is Shadow Demon. I mean, it's a setup. It's a setup with additional damage. That's really why it's so fantastic. Getting the illusions to do additional damage as well as provide some blocking and sort of zoning out can be so crucial. But no Rubik possible for D4D because it's going to get snatched up by Rillamin with a Queen of Pain. So probably see Vaj or El Tigre playing the Queen of Pain in the mid lane. Bat Rider can go to the off lane, or at least the safe lane, one of the solos, and then you've got Rubik to sort of be one of the 2 supports for your tri lane. Something which they want to have a strong tri lane of, because they've been continuously up against D4D tri lanes, offensive tri lanes. If they're up against one again, well, they're going to need something pretty damn decent and strong.
5 seconds
Big shout out to everyone from the Board Aussie server, of course, and as well as big shout out to the Joy guys who did get knocked out earlier. They finished 3rd place, but shout out to those guys for being absolutely great contenders and just overall great guys. For those of you from Perth, you may know them as they play at the GG LAN Cafe there, and they're just some really cool guys. But D4D and Rillamin, I mean, some other Australian and New Zealand teams and players. Mostly Australian. It looks like we've got 2 New Zealanders on the Rillamin side, both Cucks as well as Vandal from New Zealand, known for playing with Fumofu. Fumofu, who's not here, he's actually in the Philippines at the moment. But we've got the 2 Kiwis, and then the rest being Aussies, I want to say. As Puck is actually the 3rd pick for D4D, so they're going to get their 3 core heroes right off the bat. No supports. They're just confident that, well, whatever's left in the pool, they can make use of as supports. They've got what looks to be a side lane solo in the Puck. Well, Puck or Mag can go side lane. One and the other one in the mid. And then you've got Lifesteal. And to me, this looks like they finally may look to go for a safe lane trial. I don't think they go offensive with this. They haven't got the Shadow Demon support. They can't get a Rubik. They can't get a Keep of the Light. This is just not a game where an offensive trial lane... They don't have the heroes. You need to have strong supports to do so. I'm dying another hero that would work as an offensive trial lane who they can't get their hands on. So without any of those 3 big heroes, Undying, Shadow Demon, or Keeper of the Light, I don't see them going offensive trial, even though Lifestealer does alright there. But I think more likely we just see a hard farming Lifestealer in the safe lane, send Puck to the off lane with Mag in the mid lane, depending on how they want to do this. And we'll see, I mean, basically bans on support heroes coming out from Rillamin, while
10
D4D,
seconds remaining.
with a bit more versatility of their bans, they ban out the Bane. May want to ban out some of
5
these sort of
seconds
carries here.
remaining.
Heroes like the Phantom Lancer or the Luna. They ban out Lone Druid actually, who they use quite well themselves. But obviously, when you've got your 3 core heroes, you're not looking to pick it up as well. And fourth picks for both these two teams, or fourth and fifth picks. I mean, coming out. I mean, for D4D, it's going to be less influential over their overall lineup. For Rillamin, they've got a lot more versatility. I mean, they've got Batrider who fits into anything. Queen of Pain, even as a semi-carry slash ganker, can fit into anything. So it's whether or not they want to go for a hard carry, play towards a late game style of play with something like an anti-mage or a Phantom Lancer, or whether or not they want to go more sort of early to mid game aggression, whether they pick up something which can fight the Lifestealer, prevent him from farming. Maybe something like a Luna, maybe even some kind of a semi-carry. Something, I mean, you can go even sort of, I'm trying to think something like even like a Panda and Brewmaster if you really want to go for early game team fight and push. Plenty of options here for Rillamin, but for D4D it's just straight up, those are their 3 cores. They want to pick up a couple supports. The one thing that they can still do is pick up a jungler, which is something I think they might do here. With all these supports being banned out, I mean, jungling support like a Chen would be ideal, and Chen, the heals will help a lot against this lineup we're seeing coming out from the Dire side. Sorry, Radiant side from Rillamin. I think a Chen would actually fit really well against the Queen of Pain AoE. You've now got a Lina in there as well. Something which Confetti can play, so we may be seeing a Chen come out. Some guys asking, and some guys replied, what is the prize pool? What is this tournament? This is the Tide's Wrath, an Australian Dota 2 tournament. There's a $300 prize, $200 for first, $100 for second. And this is game 4 of our best of 5. D4D are up 2 games to 1. Rillamin had a 1 game advantage. They haven't actually won an actual match, but they just had their 1 game winner bracket advantage. And this is game 4. So we'll have to see whether or not Rillamin can finally take a game, turn things around, because it's D4D with all the momentum, everything going their way for the most part. And D4D, what is going to stop them? What is it going to be? We have to see what they want to use to keep things moving. I mentioned that Chen is a likely pick. I mean, you've got the other 2 junglers, Enigma as well as Enchantress in the pool, even a Nature's Prophet. They're going to stick with what worked for them in the last game. This Sven support. They haven't got the set from a Shadow Demon, but they're confident that this will still work. If they want to go offensive trolling, you need something aggressive like a Sven, but problem is you've got a Sven Lifestealer up against a Lina Rubik. Well, a Faceless Void, okay, so they round off their trolling with not the best hero for a trolling versus trolling in Void. Lifestealer much better in a trolling versus trolling scenario, but the thing is there's no range supports D4D have just yet. They're looking at just maybe a Crystal Maiden as the strongest support option. Maybe a Jakiro, but I feel Crystal Maiden offers a bit more as far as having the dual nukes, the slightly better AoE damage in the Crystal Nova. I think it's probably the best place that D4D can go here.
10 seconds remaining.
And the problem with Sven is if they're going safely in trialing, I don't think Sven will offer a whole lot as far as getting... I mean, if they're versing an off-lane hero, it's not going to be able to get too many kills. You may, if anything, going to get a bit of farm as a Sven. So it's an interesting pickup. It sort of says they want to go offensive trialing, but
10 seconds
you don't really want to go offensive trialing when you look at what they've got so far.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe they can. Maybe they've got something in mind. Jakiro it is, so not Crystal Maiden. It's the Jakiro. We'll have to see how things are going to fit into this lineup now. Who's going to be playing what? And a big role shuffle. D4D have completely switch around their roles from previous games that we've seen, and it's going to be... Well, let's look at D4D first since we're talking about them. It's going to be no phase, no kill Gardo playing the support Sven. We've seen him play support consistently throughout this tournament, but it's Endless Winter playing the other support. He's on the Jakiro. So we've seen him play Clinks a bit, we've seen him play Lifestealer, and now he's switched over to that Jakiro. And this is partly because, for one thing, well, they want to keep Confetti on this mag. Confetti's played a fantastic mag last game, and they want to do the same again here. Z-Link is their carry player. He's going to be playing that Lifestealer. And we've seen him play Lifestealer. We've seen him play a Lone Druid as well, but he's that carry role. And we've got Elderstad playing the mid role on the puck. So it seems to be that Confetti, Elderstad, and Endless Winter seem to be the 3 switching between solo roles as well as support role. Sometimes, I mean, we've seen Confetti, Elderstad, and now Endless Winter all play that support role. It's the first time we've had, well, like, I mean, in some ways, the first time one of them played a 5 position. Normally it's Gardo, no phase playing that 5 position support, but this is going to be Jakiro as the main support here. Sven, you do want a little bit of farm on at least. We'll see how things work out. They are sticking with the offensive try lane. They decided it is strong enough with this Jakiro last pick. It's still risky though, especially against a Rubik Lina. The one thing I mean, this is really the issue for Rillamin is they pick this Void, which is not the best for the try lane versus try lane. I don't feel it's something which... It sounds like a Luna could have been much more favourable, but someone's probably going to say, well, Luna was banned. I can't actually remember if Luna was in fact banned, but I don't feel it was. It wasn't banned early on at least. Maybe one of the last ban or two was. Or both teams. Early Sentry Ward's coming out. I believe it's Sentry? No, Observer Ward for both teams. This is a pet peeve of mine. Why are there blue Observer Wards? This is... Why the fuck are there blue... Please, why are there blue Observer Wards?
They're blue observer wards?
Yeah. And they look like Sentry Wards.
That's so hot.
No, it's so annoying. Like, as a player, you see a ward and you're like, is this a Sentry Ward? But it's actually an Observer Ward. I don't know. Shit's messed. Shit's messed. But anyways, blue Observer Ward gets de-warded luckily, so I'm no longer upset about that. And meanwhile, Lina actually almost gets killed at the bottom lane. While I'm busy ranting about blue Observer Wards. And everyone's still complaining about my black mini map. You guys are just racist. You don't want a black mini map. I don't see what's wrong with it. This is just how I play with it, guys. In all seriousness, I haven't switched it back, because this is my preferred settings for Dota 2. But oh, as chat tries to. There's no appeasing me, man. I'll rage if I want to rage. Trylane versus Trylane Bomb. I'll have to see how this lane goes, because this is going to be a key thing for both teams. If Lina had gotten picked off there, that would have been a great start for D4D's Trylane. Getting that early gold, on the supports especially. They're the ones who want to get the early magic wands, the early boots, the early courier upgrade. Especially support Sven. Top lane's the Bat versus the Mag. Early boots on the Bat. He really wants his kill on Confetti. He's got a level 1 on Skewer. He's actually going to skewer the Bat with him. That's going to be the death of Confetti, I want to say. Can he get... Oh, 8 HP. Salve, man. Salve. He salves... Well, he does salve in time. T-Duck didn't go for the last right click, and... Well, that exchange works better for Confetti, because he's got the regen. He had a salve as well as Tango, so he's going to come out on top of that one. Bat who bought these boots, think he could get a kill. He's got a gold for a bottle if he wants. Maybe brings himself out some more regen, but not an ideal scenario for him. Bottom lane, we've got Void Lina as well as Rubik. I mean, they're just sort of looking to control these pulls, use that to keep pulling this wave back so Void can farm under his tower. He's got this early Poor Man's Shield. He's also being pulled regen and now picks up a magic stick, so the Poor Man's Shield will help him CS under tower as well as deal with a lot of this right click harass, although there's not much of it considering you're up against 2 melee heroes and a Jakiro. Lifestealer maybe going to trade hits with him when he goes in for last hits, but for the most part, Void is going to be pretty happy with this lane. Now that they've sort of weathered the storm, they've got the levels they need. Level 2 on both the supports. They've got Void up to level 3, so he's got a point and backtrack. Probably wants to look at getting a second point and backtrack even. Maybe he goes for the time walk, but I think backtrack is just... Oh, yeah, goes time walk. Gets the extra drain, picks up some boots, but this bottom lane is now sort of settled down for Rillamin. If they'd given up that first spot on Lina, things would be bad, but they've got this pull. And, I mean, basically what we've seen, every other game D4D has gone offensive trialing. Lifestealer's been farming a ton, and they've shut down the enemy farmer. Void, he's doing alright. He's got 11 CS. He's not quite on the same level as Lifestealer, but it's not like we saw with Joy when they picked PL, or the last 2 games when we had Rillamin playing with Luna. It's a lot better scenario for them here. You need to be careful. Don't get pulled up onto that cliff, dude. You do not want to get pulled up onto that cliff. What are you doing? You don't walk into a Rubik in the river. Oh man. The number of times I've seen this and the number of times people still fall for it. Walk down river, into Rubik, get lifted onto cliff. He's going to bring a TP right off the bat, but... I mean, that's career use. I mean, I'm sure Puck is like, hey man, I want my boots. It's 135 gold as well. It's not an ideal scenario, and during this time, Rillamin are looking to engage at the bottom lane, at least do a bit of damage. Cucks, hoping for that bash. Where's that bash? Lina's stunned, gonna hit no phase. And Ice Puff coming in, he did manage to get there just in time. They're trying to turn things around on Vandal. Maybe able to make this in time. Cucks gets the first blood, just edges out the Jakiro, gets the first blood, and that's a big, big kill. Rubik. going down in exchange. But hey, he got the kill for his team just in time, and Void as well picking that up. Probably just wants to go for some early trades here. Batrider does redeem himself for that earlier misplay at top lane. He's gone for the Tranquil Boots, and this time he catches out Confetti at top lane. Solo kill at top. Didn't even use the ultimate, although it looks like he just got level 6 maybe from that kill. The problem with Mag, I mean, you can skewer it away from a Batrider, but if Batrider positions himself in front of you, you have to skewer him with you. So if you're caught in the Firefly, you're just giving him additional Firefly range. Bottom lane, Tux is going in. Oh, they're actually going to take out the lifesteal. This trial working well for Rilla Mint. They found a way to take on this offensive trial at D4D, and it involves banning out the Shadow Demon and then picking up the Rubik themselves, making sure they have the stronger trial lane. Oh, they put the bash from Kux. They're actually going to get a kill as well on the Jakiro. Kux had turned around thinking they weren't getting the kill, but then the last hit bash, they do manage to get it, and Kux, well, he's now up to 1k gold. Could get up some trades here. May even want to just go for the Midas if he's thinking he can go for a big farming build. Confetti at top lane. Also, his tower's taking a lot of damage here at top. Eldestad, he's brought his bottle. Looks like, well, it must have been doing a bit of bottle crowing. There's, well, Lena. I'm going to go with intentional. We're going to assume that was intentional. It probably was, actually. If you're really low HP and mana, and you don't have any gold to lose, so suiciding, rather than walking back to base, waiting 10 seconds to heal up and either TPing back out or walking back out, it's quicker to suicide. You don't have to walk back to base, you don't have to wait to heal, so assuming it spent all this gold there, it could have been a more cost-efficient way to actually heal up, although you don't see it all that often. It's not always, it's something which players do sometimes intentionally do, not just to sort of deny a kill, but sometimes just to get to back to base a bit faster as a jungler or something. You can suicide to neutrals. Although it does look bad on your score. Unfortunately, Lena, you are now tainted with this one death. I'm convinced people would suicide to neutrals more if it wasn't for the fact you get a death for it. It shows up on the scoreboard and people are like, no, I don't want that. Puck now, he's level 6. This is danger time for Queen of Pain, especially with the rotations. Sven actually was smoked up there. He was maybe looking for an initiation with the Puck. He was going for the 3 points in orb. We've seen Puck's max the Suns. This time it's going to be the orb from Eldestad. The DD were in there as well. And he was actually, I mean, he was a full level behind the Queen of Pain, it looked like, but he's now catching up with this DD rune. Buck being sort of zoned out of this lane, afraid to come to lane with both the Sven as well as the Jakiro missing, not to mention the DD rune up on Eldestad. But for the most part, it's Vaj winning this CS battle at mid lane as well as the XP battle, and now mid lane rotation coming around. No phase on the front foot. There is a Chronosphere if they want to use it. May have to use this Kux. Oh, he waits for it. TP comes in. Confetti goes right into it. He's level 6, but he doesn't have the ultimate. He's got a magic tick. He's going to need to pop this, and it looks like they're going to get vandaled. Force a TP. El Tigre, he TPs in. Pops off a big Queen of Pain ultimate. Confetti with the magic wand and some bottle charges does get off an RP. And in comes the counter initiation. They take out lifesteal. Confetti going to go down as well. Time walks through. Kux with another kill. Puck coming in. Eldestad wants Lippy. He's going to get Lippy, it looks like. Does do so with the last right click. Problem is Eldestad trades for it for this life. Ice Path comes in, but that's too late to help Eldestad survive. And D4D find themselves on a bad trade at bottom lane. Queen of Pain coming in with the TP roam, much like Mag did. And the Chronosphere bought time for Queen of Pain to get there to turn things around. All the time, Batrider was just farming at top lane, getting close to this Blink Dagger. He now says, okay, maybe I should have a TP, but without a Blink, he can't really offer all that much, even if he comes on in. Especially when they're this far up. He's not going to be blinking in and grabbing one, so I think it's better that he keeps on farming, get that Blink Dagger up, take the free lane. He'll have the Blink Dagger soon. If there's a fight under one of his towers, then he'll look to be TPing in. Is that my laptop fan you can hear? Quite possibly.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mid lane. El Tigre. He's found a haste rune. There's Kux. He's gone for a Ring of Hell. This is sort of, I'd say, your most standard Void build. Get the treads and then go into your Battle Fury. Treads, Battle Fury, and then your BKB. It's sort of the safest build you can go for. Going for a Midas in a Trial versus Trial is not going to be a very reliable way to play things. It's very risky. You can't, especially when there's continuous action coming at this bottom lane. Speaking of action, top lane, it looks like they want to go on this Batrider. He's actually going on Confetti, and problem is D4D are there with the counter initiation. T-Deck's going to spot this. He needs to just run up, get off the map, look for a TP. He's going to get skewered in. It's going to slow down his escape route. That's also going to get slowed down by the lifesteal. Immediate Lasso coming out. Stormbolt as well, teed up. A couple more right clicks could seal the deal. Lina comes in with a couple stunts. Flamebreak as well as there. They want to get this lifesteal. Queen of Pain's taken out 2 further up. I'm watching this great duel between the lifesteal as well as the Batrider. Lina wins it with a stun. And wow, 3, possibly 4 going to drop for D4D. Well, Tigre trying to finish off Confetti, who doesn't have another shockwave. And that's going to be a 4-for-1 trade. Rubik goes down. Batrider stays alive. It's Vaj with the rotation on this Queen of Pain, making things happen for Rillamin. He's been the playmaker so far, and for D4D, this has just not been their game. The offensive trial has backfired for them in spades. It's really been a very inefficient lane for them. They paid for it. Tux is now at level 9 with a broadsword up, Ring of Health. He's going to be aiming towards sort of a 40-minute Battle Fury in treads. Life still hasn't had a whole ton of luck farming. Just phase boots with maybe a brace, and we're looking at 11 minutes into this game. Lina now drops an Observer Ward near the top lane. One of those dreaded blue, no, not a blue Observer Ward. Kind of bluish. Grey. I don't know.
Double damage.
Custom Observer Wards. Evil things. Evil things. You don't mess with Observer Wards, guys. Lina at mid lane, level 6 now. So we have got them all. That's really, this is where we're going to see the big difference. The XP here. Yeah, 7k XP lead the way of Rillamin. And this is, I mean, 7k, and considering the overall XP of both teams, they've almost, I mean, they're looking at almost double their opponent's XP. I mean, not quite. They're a bit short of that. But this early on, a 7k XP lead is massive. The gold difference, I mean, they're 50% more gold than their opponents. A 5k lead there. But the XP difference is where they're going to really be looking to crush these team fights. This early on, having a level advantage is really going to help them out. A level 10 Queen of Pain, you've got the max uplink. Level 10 on the Void. The supports, they've all got their level 6, level 7. And if you look at D4D, you've got a level 5 Jakira and a level 4 Sven. That's where the D4D are really struggling. The levels on their supports, and even their farming lifesteal, he's just level 6. The level difference here is absolutely incredible, and that's really where D4D struggle to fight. Items is one thing. I mean, you're looking at a Blink Initiation coming from Batrider. Queen of Pain, I mean, with a decent amount of gold, hasn't actually spent too much for it. And the Battle Fury, just 900 gold away in a Void. But those things aside, I mean, even without the gold lead, it's... okay, you can have that gold lead, but if the XP is even, D4D can still fight and can still sort of hold their own. But with the XP difference, they can't do all that much. They haven't got the levels they need. Lifesteal does hit level 7 now, so he's going to have the 4th point in Rage, but his backup does not. We're looking at a level 2 Stormbolt. Just a level 2 Ice Path even on Endless Winter. I'm just going to have to make up for a lot of that, I imagine, at this mid lane. As Vaj is just looking to poke around with him. Forces out some regen, and he's got a regen rune if he needs it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'll grab it mid lane as does look like Batrider's going to find the puck here. TP coming in from No Face. Now going to go in with an RP. Does catch 2 here, but there is Batrider caught off to the side as well as the Queen of Pain. The problem is Confetti going to pay for this with his life, even if he does take out the 2 supports. I say that, but he's looking for a TP out. Can he get it in time? He does. He must have been on about 5 HP there. He TP'd out just narrowly in time before the last right clicks were coming in. They're going to lose a tier 1 tower here. Decent trade for D4D though. I thought they were going to lose their mag there, and the problem is RP catches the 2 supports. They get 2 supports. They lose their puck, but they take out the 2 supports, and it's still not ideal because it's Mag who's getting the kills, who's getting the farm here. It's going to get him his Arcane Boots as well as up to level 10, but Mag isn't going to be a huge playmaker. I mean, he is the playmaker, but he's not going to be a difference maker as far as getting farm and levels. He can have the big initiations regardless. It's heroes like Lifestealer as well as Sven who want to get the levels and farm. When you've got a Sven who's just level 4 still, you're in a bit of trouble. And this is Void, now just 100 gold away from that Battle Fury. And we're 14 minutes into this game. Oh, here come the drops. Rubik has stolen Infest. Or Consume, I should say. I could have sworn it was Infest. Okay, it's Infest, yeah, Infest. Consume is when you come out, okay. Although you're not going to consume a Batrider. He's now gone inside the Batrider and they're looking for an initiation here at mid lane with the Blink Dagger. Gonna maybe find Confetti. Need to get a bit closer. It looks like we see him coming in. They're not gonna let that happen, but this is gonna be a nice little surprise for D4D. I was about to say, I was like, wait, how are we looking at lifesteal bombs when we're lifesteals on the dire side, but Rubik's stealing it. Telekinesis. This is going to actually stun the two heroes coming in as backup, and that was very, very important. Flamebreak actually pushes them forward, and in comes the D4D gank train as T-Duck finishes off the D4D Sven. Lifesteal's not going to do much about that at mid lane. He's finished off his Drum of Endurance now, but the Queen of Pain with the Blink Dagger with the mobility, he's not too worried about that. He attacks at bottom lane, treads Battle Fury. A couple hundred gold on top of that. We'll have to see whether he wants to go for some additional attack speed or play it safe, go for the BKB next. When you're up against Lifestealer and Mag Ultimate, I mean, these kind of things don't really say you have to go BKB. The BKB will help more against the Puck Silence, Sven Stormbolts, these kind of things. And, they are really looking to make a play on him at bottom lane. They've got two there, but that 2 is not going to be enough. He's got Time Walk mana as well as Chronos Speed. We can see both spells coming out if need be. T-Duck finishes off the tier 1 tower at top. That gets him a good 600-700 gold, and now we're looking at 4 staff coming his way. He's got the Staff of Wizardry already. Standard stuff from him. Queen of Pain Ultimate Orb, so most likely a Sheepstick coming out, although we could be looking at a Lincoln Sphere, but that's just for a Stormbolt or an Open Wound, so almost without a doubt we're looking at a Sheepstick coming out there. Rubik, Arcane Boots up on him, so for reel him in, they've got these decent item progressions as well as strong levels on all their heroes. Dire side D4D, still no Blink Dagger up on this Puck. Mag has finished off the Arcane Boots with that double kill on the supports at mid lane, and Lifestealer. Phase Drums, he's looking to start building towards the armlet. The 2 supports, nothing, neither with Arcane Boots. Sven can't even afford a Magic Wand right now. He's got 200 gold with Boots and 1 branch. Jakira does have a Magic Wand, but we're not looking at any Arcane Boots for this team apart from the Mags. And I'm sure Sven would love to, well, probably not Sven himself, maybe Jakira would look for the Arcane Boots, whereas Sven maybe just go for some braces, a Drum of Endurance, but he's really struggling here. Still level 4, and we're 17 minutes in. He picks up Observer Ward, so he is playing the 5 position. I mentioned it's normally No Phase playing the 5, and Sven is sort of that 4 position hero, but the way they're playing this, they're giving more to this Jakiro. Or if anything, it looks like we've got 2 hard supports, which is not the kind of team composition you generally want to be playing around. And they're going to find Endless Winter. Jakiro going to get caught out here. They've got enough damage to bring him down. The Fate Bolt is there. Batrider's just going to look to kite things around from the edge, and Confetti, I mean, he came in, he couldn't hit an RP on more than 1 though. And it's bottom line, Lifestealer goes down. Chronosphere actually being used to make sure of that with a Laguna Blade, and that's really the beauty of this Void Pick. Great for locking down a Lifestealer. You can be guaranteed you're not going to get raged off the Laguna Blade when you've got that Chronosphere to lock him down.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, bottom lane. Lena gets caught out. Sorry about that, guys. I was watching this top lane and making sure that there was nothing wrong with the stream, as I do tab out every now and then just to check the chat, just so I can talk with you guys. As my one monitor laptop stream is going strong. Mag getting close to a Blink Dagger now. This is one thing which can turn things around a bit for D4D. He's got level 11, so it's a level 2 ultimate. You've got 3-second stun duration there. And, well, Blink Dagger just sort of 400 or 500 gold away. Throw in the Puck Blink as well, and that's 2 big initiations which D4D are going to be relying on. Problem is, Cux has a lot of farm on his Faceless Void. Not to mention Altigra, the Queen of Pain. He's up to 2.5k gold now, so Sheepstick will be coming up in about 1k gold, and once that's up, you've got the lockdown to help gank the Lifestealer, gank even whoever you want, really, to prevent Mag from getting off his skewer to escape, prevent him getting off an RP in a teamfight if he can sheep him fast enough. So it's a very useful skill to have, and D4D, they're looking to go offensive here. They've dropped the Warcry, they're looking to charge on in. They're going to find T-Duck here. He's going to get caught. Couldn't get to the high ground in time. He wanted to get up to these trees here, but he gets burst down in time, and a kill going D4D's way. Every little kill every little bit helps at this point, and that's Puck's Blink Dagger. So
Dire's
Puck
bottom tower is under attack.
drops all his mana, head back to base, going to pick up the Blink Dagger while Confetti heads towards bottom lane to try to farm the rest of his. Level 13 now on the Faceless Void, as the gold difference gets up to about 12k. XP, 12k as well, but at this point, the XP difference is not as significant as it was earlier, even though it's bigger. At this point, D4D have caught up a little bit as far as levels go. You've got Sven up to level 6. You'd like them to get a few more levels, especially, I mean, having the maxed out Warcry can help a lot for the bonus armor against the physical damage of a Void, not to mention the shorter cooldown. But Jakiro, he's fine. I mean, at this point, Jakiro getting more levels doesn't really offer much. You want maybe the extra point in Ice Path as well as a point in Macro Reply, but that's not going to offer much. Mag, levels are fine. Puck as well. Lifestealer, not ideal, but it's well enough. So the XP difference now is not as significant. XP difference is really something which can be a key thing in the first 15 minutes of the game, but once you sort of get past that hump, once you sort of weather the storm, you can turn things around, and that's what we're seeing here. The problem is now D4D need to get their farm up, need to get this Armored up on Lifestealer, need the Blink Dagger up on Mag, who's actually, here we go, he's bought it now. And they need to try and find some favourable fights for themselves where they can slow down this Void's farm, as well as Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain getting a lot of farm. Now we're going to see Lifesteal getting picked off here at the top lane by the looks of things. So we get Lifesteal in. Ben comes in with a Stormbolt, and that's absolutely nothing to Lifesteal. He just rages a lot. In comes Mag, Blink RP. They're trying to burst down the Queen of Pain. They succeed in doing so. Next is going to be Vandal. They're even going to pop the Coil here. Rage is actually installed, and that's going to allow Vandal to TP out. Or is it? No sirree. There's enough physical damage to burst him down. Even during Rage, going for the Rage TP, he gets taken out. And Cax is at bottom, trying to go for a bit of a counter push here. He's up to 4k gold actually. We'll have to see. Eagle Song? It looks like Eagle Song. We're seeing an Eagle Song. Yes, we are. No BKB. Screw defensive. He's going. Butterfly right off the bat. Evasion will help against Lifesteal. I mean, I could say against Sven, but it's not like Sven's actually going to get in these fights and do any right-click damage. So he'll help against Lifesteal, and I think we can leave it at that. But the damage and overall attack speed you're getting from it in a fight is definitely going to help him. A lot more bashes than Chronospheres, and just a lot more damage overall. And he's just going to kill this. This is a dead Lifesteal. Laguna, yeah, just to make sure. I mean, you can always infest in one of those creeps and sort of foil your whole plan. So worth taking that kill, Lippy. As he finishes off the Lifesteal at bottom lane, and this is really the problem for D4D. Giving up kills like this really does not work out does not bode well for them. That Rider at top lane, holding onto these towers, and that's another thing. D4D have not taken a single outer tower this game. Initiation on mid. They want this. Oh, they want Queen of Pain. They're actually going to get Queen of Pain here. I'm about to say they're going to use an RP, but it's actually Puck who's come in with a Blink Silence. Gets there in time and may even look for this Lena. Scurries down. Down and out. Does have a coil up, but wasn't in range to use it. They're going to rotate right now down towards the bottom lane. Void's there without a Chronosphere. Puck goes in with a Silence as well as a coil. We have to see an RP maybe being used. No mana for it. Is there enough damage for Cuts? There is with an Ice Path. Jakiro gets the kill, but more importantly, D4D get a kill on the Void. Sloppy play overall, I'd say, from him as well as, I mean, the two heroes getting caught out in mid lane. I mean, they lose Queen of Pain. Then they lose Faceless Void. Two main farmers for reel in. So D4D is still fighting despite being behind, and that's going to really start closing in on this gap. At least the XP, we see a bit of a drop coming. The gold is still a big difference. Those two kills are not going to offer more than sort of 500-600 gold. This Roshan though, that'll offer a decent sized drop. What they really need is a couple towers. If they win a fight, they get two or three out of towers. Suddenly this gold is maybe a 5k difference. But getting kills alone is not going to change that gold graph all that much. Oh, Blink Initiation. This is really the power of this Bat Rider. Whenever he gets this 4-stuff up, he can blink in, 4-stuff out, and there's no time for the counter initiation to come. Easy pickoffs. Every single time for T-Duck, you can do that. Sven, I love this. Just a couple braces. And this is level 9 on Sven. I mean, that's really where those two pickoffs help a lot. You got Sven up to level 9. He's now got the maxed out Warcry as well as Stormhammer. And as a support Sven, just having a couple braces with the level 4 Warcry is all you need. And we're going to see Z-Link getting caught out here. Chronosphere being popped and everything. Sheepstick was actually there on Altigra. Man, RP hits 3. Problem is there's no follow-up damage. He's gone in all on his own, trying to fight his way through the entire Rillamin team. 5 heroes on 1. And well, I don't need to be the math experts, you know, that does not bode well for him. Lifestealer couldn't get in. The Chronosphere was used well. Even with a perfect RP, that was not the RP you want when you're on your own. And this is potentially even a chance for Rilliman to go high ground. They've got 5 up. Maybe only 4 at the mid lane as well as a low HP Batrider, but they're confident about this one. Especially with the 2 Tigeras dead and no mag ultimate in play. El Tigre just going to go in, take off the Jakiro, and now ball's up to the Puck. They've lost Rubik, and Puck would love to finish off some of these low heroes. Queen of Pain as well as Batrider both getting very low, but Puck not in the neighborhood. Zealand going to come back up and look to just continue his farm. That's Void. He's finished. He's got enough gold for that butterfly now. Butterfly purchase, Queen of Pain up to 13 gold. What specifically Tigro wants to go for? Maybe a BKB to help get out of the silence from the Puck, as well as a Stormbolt. All these initiations, just being able to dodge them, can definitely help out a lot. Ogre Club? Yep, Ogre Club it is. So BKB we're going to see, unless it's an Ag Scepter, which is also a nice... nothing wrong with getting an Ag Scepter here. The spammable ultimate so you can continually fight as well as push out lanes could help a lot. Pings coming in from the side. It looks like D4D used it themselves. They're actually going to catch out T-Deck. You can't force out of that coil. Max, Q-Axe onto the Rubik as well. They're going to catch 2 with this. RP being blown. I don't think they needed that. Those 2 heroes are dead regardless, but they're just going to play it safe and make sure of it. Cucks now. Are we going to see initiation? You've got a Queen of Pain, and that, well, when you've got a Queen of Pain, they feel pretty confident they can do this. They need, oh, just that Queen of Pain. I thought he walked into it. He actually got caught by an Ice Path. They're going to take out Lifesteal. Puck's going to drop as well. Do some AoE damage, and Queen of Pain going to keep on chasing. 3 are down. They're going to make it 4 with this Sven kill. Scream finishes them off. Actually, Batrider with a right click finishes them off, and 4 dead. Mag the only survivor. And I mean, D4D, they got confident. They said, okay, we killed 2. It's a 5v3 push. What they did, what they did know, I guess, was that Cucks had a butterfly and a Battlefury and could just initiate him with the Queen of Pain ultimate. They're going to go back and deal with Roche now, and well, D4D just getting overconfident. Just because you've killed off 2 doesn't mean you can push on in when you're behind. It's one of these things where you're behind where you can be taken in these sort of 3v5 fights as long as they have the key heroes up. What saves? Rubik, Soul, Blink? No, he's got a Blink Dagger up. There is no Blink to be stolen, but there is an Aegis to be stolen from Roshan. And Faceless Void will claim that one. He's now got an Ogre Club of his own, starting towards a BKB. And for the damage from a Butterfly first, and it's worked out well. The 1 death to his name where he would have loved to have a BKB, but for the most part, this build of his has been a favourable one. And the rest of D4D just don't have the items to really fight here. You've got Zealing with just phase and arm lane at 28 minutes. This isn't enough to really take a head-on fight against Rilliman. 10 seconds of the Chronosphere, but they're not waiting. They're just going to go high ground, start belting away on this tower, and they just pick off once again. It's Confetti. 2 seconds to RP. Can he get it off in time? It looks like he's going to get burst down just. Cucks has an ultimate now as well. He's silenced. Can he get out of this one? He does. He gets the Chrono on 3. They're going to deal with the Sven first. Look, no, they switch back to Zealing. Deal with the Lifesteal. Sven's no threat whatsoever. He doesn't do any damage. Fadeball goes wiping through. Cleave finishes them off. Ultra kill for the Faceless Void. Can we get the Rampage? Rubik is going to try to deny him of it. Or maybe he's going to try to set him up. Is he going to be friendly about this? No, he's not. Queen of Pain with the Scream. No Ultra Kill from him. Sorry, no Rampage from him. He gets the Ultra Kill. Dominating streak for the Queen of Pain. And we're going to Game 5. It looks like Rilliman have managed to turn things around. They had the 1 game advantage, but they lost the first 2 games, D4D. They got up 2-1, but now it looks like the series is going to be tied 2 games apiece. And we're going to go to a Game 5, a deciding Game 5 here in the Grand Finals of Tides Wrath. For those of you guys who don't know, this is an Australian Dota 2 competition featuring, well, Australia's basically finest Dota 2 teams. A scene that doesn't get a whole lot of coverage, but we're providing some much needed coverage of the Australian Dota 2 scene here at Beyond the Summit. I'm Gods, of course, a biased Australian commentator, giving you some insight into the Australian Dota 2 scene, somewhere where I used to play quite a bit myself. And, well, this Tides Wrath competition, $200 for first place, $100 for second place. We'll see which of these 2 teams is going to walk away with that first place prize. It's going to an all-deciding game number 5 soon, guys. Stay tuned. I'm Gods, as I said. You can actually follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/bdsgods.
is under attack.
So I'll chill out and hold on until the scoreboard gets down, just so you guys can take a peek. This is it from D4D in game number 4. Game number 5 coming up. And I mean, it's anyone's game. D4D have shown that they seem to be the better team, but all it took was one strong game from Gorilla Moon, one clever draft. They were ready for the trial lane, they banned out the Shadow Demon, and then suddenly they found themselves taking game 4, and then basically they've evened the series. Even though D4D's been the better team so far, the series is now even. Going to game 5, working with financial phase. Who walks away with 200 bucks, who walks away with just 100 here in your time for competition. Thanks everyone for tuning in, supporting the Australian Dota 2 scene. I can't believe we've got almost 2k viewers watching an Australian Dota 2 competition. If someone had told me that would happen a year ago, I would have just laughed in their face and said, people watch Australian Dota? I don't think so. Anyways guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back soon with Game 5, your deciding match in the Grand Finals.